Hello everybody and welcome back. We get to take a look at our blue Botswana agates and how they are doing in their tumbling process. Now, we have been doing grit 1 for a few weeks now, and I honestly not sure how much longer we are going to be in grit 1, but it might be a little bit. So we get to take a look at our rocks again today. I took your advice last week and used several different methods to try to make this cycle 1 stage go a little bit faster. What we're looking for again is smooth rocks that don't have big cracks or crevices, so that when we're done with our tumbling process, we have super shiny and beautiful rocks. So let's take a look at how our blue Botswana agates are doing this week. And if you like this kind of content, make sure you give this video a big ol' thumbs up. And if you're new here, consider subscribing to this channel. I make new videos like this every single week, so let's get started. Alright, it is time to take a look and see how our blue Botswana agates are doing on their grit 1. Now, I believe that this is week 4 of being in grit 1. So we're going to see if they are getting any closer to being able to move on to grit 2. Now, this last time I took some of your guys' advice and I actually, let's rinse this bad boy off here, took out the ceramic media. I did not, I don't think, maybe I did put in borax. I think I did put in borax for this one, but I'm going to try not putting in borax this time around if we have to do grit 1 again, which we probably will. And then the other thing I did was add the slurry mixture from this to the new barrel this time around, which I think I'm going to try to do that again. And now that I am inside, I actually am dumping my water into a little bucket and then dumping that slurry mixture again outside. So remember, you never want to dump it down the drain. Ooh, okay. They actually seem a little less dense this time around. I can definitely still see some pitting and stuff. That one I think is a new one though. So let's go ahead and rinse some of these things out. I'm gonna rinse the barrel a little bit here. And of course, rinse our rocks. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, okay. I think I like the idea. Oh, I just forgot to save the grit. Man, I just forgot to save the slurry. Oh, well. Well, I suppose I could still save it. Okay, it's fine. We'll save the slurry and add to it next time around. Ooh, look at those though. Okay, I think taking out that ceramic media really did help. So let me just rinse this out a little bit better here. See if I can kind of get the edges, because it's a little more difficult to rinse these barrels out now that I don't have access to like a hose, but we'll make it work. And look at that. Okay, they're getting there, I'd say. So here is this one. Ooh, that is so pretty. It's got this big chip there though, which is unfortunate, but that is okay. Here's how this one's doing. This one is absolutely gorgeous, and I'm really glad that it's so big, because then if we have to whittle it down more, we won't have to lose too much of the beautiful banding, as you can see. Oh, this is one of the new ones that we added last week. That one's super unique. And this is also a new one. Oh, look at that. Okay, we got to do a close-up. Look. Oh, that one's beautiful. You can see like inside of it here too. Wow. Okay, so this was a new addition from last week. This one, or maybe was this the new addition? Maybe I did 3. I can't remember. But there's that one. Okay. These are turning out pretty good, I'd say. But yes, they still need more time. This one's pretty small. And that one. All right, we got this beauty. So this one is coming along too, I think. I am really liking these, but yes, they do still need some more time in grit 1. I honestly think we are going to be doing grit 1 for a long time. But that's okay, because we want them to look super pretty. So let's pull you back out here. I'm gonna get this stuff dumped Okay, so since we are going to, again, be doing grit 1, I'm going to just kind of wipe this out gently and not care too much about getting it perfect because we are just going to be doing the same grit again. You can also see little tiny flecks of stuff in there. Look at that, little teeny tiny flecks of kind of what's been broken off from our rocks. So let's go ahead and get these back in here. And again, remember, we're looking for some overall smoothness. I would say this one actually is looking pretty good. I honestly might, well, it's still got a little bit of bumpiness here. I'm not 100% sure we're gonna get all of those little divots out. So if you look closely at it here, you can see kind of this bumpy stuff. Now the eye agates, kind of that gray and black part, is not bumpy, but this brownish texture is. So this one I would say is actually pretty close to being ready to move on. It also has another little teeny tiny kind of dent there, but like this side looks really good except for a couple of small spots. So this one, maybe next week we'll be ready to move on, which is kind of exciting. And if some rocks are ready to move on and others aren't, I just take them out and set them aside until the other ones are ready to move on to grit 2 so that you don't lose any more of that mass and the beautiful banding of your agates. So let's get these put in the rest of the way. They are getting a lot closer though, so I am pretty excited about that. Ooh, even a little teeny tiny bit that came off. We'll just add that back in there. Might as well. So let's go ahead. I'm going to rinse this out just a bit, just so we can get those little grit particles off. So we're going to go ahead and add some water back in here. I also think I'm going to add less water this time. So as you can see, it is a little bit farther below the level of the rocks. So we're going to try that. The barrel is looking relatively low, so maybe we'll add another one of these guys. Let's do this one, I think. We'll throw that in there to get the rock level up just a little bit more. Yeah, I think we'll just stick to that one. And these guys will just continue to be over here for now. And these, if you don't know, are what was remaining from my 2 pounds of Botswana agates that I bought from the rock shed. So less water this time, no ceramic media, and we will add our step 1 grit again to this one. We're gonna do 2 scoops. And this time I am not going to put the borax in, and I'm actually going to just do the 2 scoops of grit, no borax. So I've heard some conflicting things about the borax, about how either it helps the grit stick to the rocks or it does not help the grit stick to the rocks, and you should really only use it for cleaning. And now that I'm thinking about it, it kind of makes more sense that maybe it does not help with the grit sticking to the rocks because, like I said, you use it for cleaning and the cleaning stage. So I'm kind of thinking that not adding the borax may help the process along a little better as well. So let's go ahead. I'm just trying to get some of this grit that seeped through off of the lid. We'll get this closed back up. There we go. Let's put our cap on. This one is kind of dirty too, as you can see. Get that kind of cleaned off as well. And we'll put these back on again for another week. I might do 2 weeks this time. We'll see, since it's Thanksgiving this coming weekend. I may or may not get around to checking the tumbler barrel, but if I do, I'll make another video. If not, then we'll just kind of let them do their thing for 2 weeks instead. So I'm just gonna kind of shake this around a little bit. Also, the outside of this barrel is looking pretty rough. So I'm not really entirely sure how to clean the outside of the barrel though, so if you have any suggestions on cleaning the outside of the barrel, let me know. Otherwise, it's just kind of our messy barrel. As you can see, I definitely make a mess when I am doing these rocks. So I will see you guys next week, and I'm excited to see what progress we've made on our Botswana agates. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you liked this video, and if you did, make sure you give it a big ol' thumbs up. If you're new here, consider subscribing to this channel. I make new videos like this every single week, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!